I will show you how to create 3 easy and amazing custom animations in Canva. From a plane flying across a map to swirling circles and custom text animations, you will learn how to make your designs pop. First, we will create an animation that shows a plane flying across a map. This is a great way to showcase locations and visualize travel plans. I will start by setting a background color, then search for a world map. Then I will enlarge it to fit my canvas. I will also look for the star markers to highlight the locations of my travel stops. The only thing I need now is a plane. I will color it green, resize it, and flip it to the left since my flight is going to be from east to west. Now let's begin our custom flight animation. Select the object, in my case the plane, and click on Animate at the top to open the animation pane on the left. I don't want Canva's preset animations, but rather a custom animation, so I will select that option. Next, drag your object's path around the map. In my case, I will follow the star markers. To keep the path straight, hold Shift while dragging. Once you stop dragging, the animation will end and you will be able to preview it. Right now, the path and movement are choppy and irregular. To make it smoother, select the option under Movement Style. You can also adjust the speed of the animation. If you want your element, in my case the plane, to stay oriented to the path, you can select that option as well. However, in my case, it makes the movement erratic, so I will remove it. Another movement type you can select is Steady, which maintains a consistent speed instead of having some sections fast and others slow. Under Add-on Effects, you can explore additional effects for your element. The two that work best for my animations are Flicker and Pulse. You can also adjust the speed of the flickering and pulsing. If you add an effect but want to remove it, click the back arrow at the top, select Remove Animation, then return to Custom Animation to continue working. If you're having trouble previewing your animation, select the slide, then click Duration at the bottom. Next, place your cursor before the slide you want to preview and press the play button. What I often experience is that when I create a path for my animation, it's not smooth at all, but uneven because I run out of space on my trackpad. To fix this, I will delete this first path by selecting the element, then clicking Delete Path under Custom Animation. Now I'm ready to create a new path. But to avoid running out of space on my trackpad, I will zoom out to make the canvas smaller. This way I can create a shorter path on my trackpad while still covering the entire map. This looks so much better. The second animation will showcase swirling moving circles, a dynamic and decorative accent that adds a stylish touch to any creation. After adding a background to my canvas, I will select a circle from Shapes and customize its color. Then I will click Animate at the top to open Canvas animation pane on the left. Next, I will drag the circle to create a movement path. To keep it perfectly straight, you can hold Shift while dragging. When I stop dragging, the animation path cuts off way too soon because I ran out of space on my trackpad. To fix this, I will delete the path and create a new one. But first, I will zoom out the canvas to cover more area and avoid running into the same issue. One circle looks good, but adding more makes it even more dynamic. To duplicate the circle with the same path, I will select it, then hold Option on Mac or Control on PC while dragging. Now both circles share the same animation path, but are placed at different spots. I will also change the color of the second circle to add variety. To preview the animation, I will select the slide, click Duration at the bottom of the canvas, move the cursor to the beginning of the slide, and press play. That looks pretty good. Now I know I want to create a multi-circle animation. I will duplicate the circle multiple times, spread them across the canvas, and change the colors. By selecting them all at once, I can apply a custom animation to every circle simultaneously. That makes it even more dynamic. To add more variety, I will adjust the sizes, tweak the colors, and add a few extra circles. Wow, now it looks pretty awesome. And it was so simple to create. If you would like, you can select each circle individually and adjust its path, speed, movement style, and add on effects. This is a great way to emphasize specific element and make them stand out. One issue I noticed is that some of the animation paths are extending outside the canvas. To keep everything in view, I will select all the circles using Command+A on Mac or Control+A on PC. Then I can resize all the paths to make sure they stay within the canvas. After resizing the paths, I also resize the circles. You can always go back and make them larger, but for now I will leave them as they are. Wow, that looks incredible! You can really see the endless possibilities for creating custom animations in Canva. I'm going to add some flickering effects to a few of the circles, change the background to dark shade, and turn the black circles white. Now let's preview the animation. That looks amazing. Since we resized the group of circles, I can still adjust the animation paths. I will select all the circles, delete the current path, and create a new one. Now, each of my slide animations is set to exactly 5 seconds. If you would like to extend the duration, simply select the slide at the bottom and drag it out, or adjust the animation timing at the top. The animation will always sync with the slowest element in the group. The element with the longest duration syncs the overall animation length, and all the other elements will adjust to match it. Here's an example of how you could use a similar animation in a real presentation or an engaging intro to your company's video. The final animation we will create in Canva is a custom text animation. This is perfect for creating eye-catching text reveals, highlighting key messages, and adding extra flair to your designs. Once I set my background color, I will select text and add a heading text box. I will type just one letter, since I want to create a custom animation for each letter individually, rather than animating the whole word. Next, I will enlarge the letter and pick a more interesting font. I've been really liking the playlist script lately. I will then make multiple copies of the letter until I have 7 in total to spell out my word. Before moving forward, I will align them to the bottom and change each letter to spell out courage. Now I will go back to the position settings and evenly space the letters across the canvas. To make it more interesting, I will change the color of a couple of my letters. Now I'm ready to animate. I will select all the letters and click on Animate. Then I will create a path for all the letters at once. This makes sense because if you select them individually, the letters will overlap and the word's meaning will be lost. This is different from working with individual elements or shapes where overlap isn't an issue. You can already see how awesome this looks. The word feels dynamic and the animation was so simple to create. Now let's see how it looks if I change the background color and the color of the letters. That looks amazing. I can add more emphasis to some of the letters by adding the flickering or pulsing effect. You don't want to drastically alter the path of one letter as it will throw off the sync with the others. If you're not happy with the current path, just select all the letters, delete the existing path, and create a new one. The text itself is looking great, but I want to add a few extra elements, a few flickering yellow stars. If you want to ensure they're behind the word, go to Position and Layers and make sure the elements are placed behind the text. I will make one final color change, and ta-da! That's a quick and easy custom animation you can create in no time in Canva. I have created a template with all the animations that you have seen here and few bonus ones. Click on the link in the description and preview it at the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy!